I need you to do me a favour. For the remainder of this speech, shrug your shoulders up and down and just continue doing that for me. I have a tic disorder, meaning that in my life, I make random and uncontrollable movements, sounds, and sometimes even phrases. This can be as simple as a at the end of a word, or a in the middle of a sentence. Or it can be more painful things, like when I roll my neck so much that it locks up. Or when I hit my collarbone so hard I go home with bruises. But those bruises aren't just physical, because there's a hidden side of tics as well. It's the side of tics that has me in gut-wrenching embarrassment and anxiety every time I have to leave my house. Because when I walk down my local high street, all eyes fall on me. But not just people's eyes, people's minds as well. Because I can't walk down that high street without having at least one hateful slur hurled at me. But it's not just the high street. It's the bus I get in the morning, the shops I visit, the school corridors I walk down praying that I don't look weird or sound weird or seem like anything outside of the norm. But it's not just me who feels like this. Because if we could turn and look at all of you, how many of you are still shrugging your shoulders? How many of you felt that ache, that burn, and thought you dropped them? How many of you looked to the person next to you, realized that they weren't shrugging their shoulders, and thought, why should you? How many of you didn't even start in the first place? That's not a choice for me. I don't choose when I start or stop. I never even chose to begin in the first place. I take whenever, wherever, for an unknown amount of time. Minutes, hours, days spent shrugging my shoulders with no end of a 2.5-minute speech in sight. But as I've grown older, I have come to realize that I am not alone, because I have an amazing friendship group who have loved and supported me throughout everything. A Jack Petchey community who have given me a stage to stand on, and a school who have supported me. I refuse to let something as simple as a tic disorder get in the way of my life. Because tics aren't always Tourette's, they're not a social video to laugh at or a thing to be mocked. They're the inside jokes of my friends, the opportunity to educate. They're a part of who I am. I have a tic disorder, and yes, it is a pain in the neck. But it does not define me. Because if I can stand up here and give all of you a speech I once never even dreamed of writing, what can you do with 2.5 minutes? Because I can guarantee you it is far more than any of us could have ever even imagined.